Kami perintis generasi multimedia, teguh mendukung harapan agung negara, menyahut seruan wawasan negara, unggul di mata dunia. Langkah seiring mengejar cita di hari muka, kan terus maju bersama menuju cahaya, ketulusan jiwa, semangat berusaha, unggul di mata dunia. Ke puncak menara dituju, keunggulan cita yang luhur, melangkah kita bersama, bersatu, bersinar permata negara, dikagumi serata dunia, selamanya akan gemilang di persada dunia multimedia. Langkah seiring mengejar cita di hari muka, kan terus maju bersama menuju cahaya, ketulusan jiwa, semangat berusaha, unggul di mata dunia. Ke puncak menara dituju, keunggulan cita yang luhur, melangkah kita bersama, bersatu, bersinar permata negara, dikagumi serata dunia, selamanya dan gemilang di persada dunia multimedia. Terunggu di mata dunia.
Wonder how fast intelligent machines run on 5G? At MMU, you'll find the answer. Wonder how creative content and online businesses are mastered? At MMU, you'll find the answer. Wonder how cybersecurity and law function? At MMU, you'll find the answer. Find out all these and many more at Multimedia University, because MMU is you, leading the digital future. Visit mmu.edu.my.
A very good morning, Yang Berbahagia Profesor Dato Dr. Mazliha Muhammad Suud, President of Multimedia University, Professor Dr. Wong Eng Kiong, Vice President of Student Experience, Entrepreneurship and Development, SEED, Associate Professor Dr. Fazli Saleh Abbas, Dean of Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Dr. Liu Kiawai, Deputy Dean of FET, Associate Professor Dr. Lim Wei Song, Engineering Society Advisor, Dato Radzi Manso, President of the Alumni Society, Mr. Albert Quek, Deputy Director, Alumni Engagement, Career and Entrepreneurship Development, FET Alumni, ladies and gentlemen.
A very warm welcome to everyone, and I hope that all of you have been well throughout this pandemic period. It is my pleasure to be able to welcome you to this e-voyage event. I am Lim Junren, and I'll be one of the MCs for this event.
I am Ronald Bryan, and I will be the other MC for this event. For your information, this event is co-organized by Engineering Society, Faculty of Engineering and Technology, and the Center for Alumni. We hope this gathering could strengthen the ties between the alumni, students, and the MMU communities in general. Kindly check the chat box for the attendance form. As a reminder, we will have a photo shoot session at the end of this event, so please be prepared. Also, please stay tuned for the quiz as we will pick the top 10 winners with exciting prizes. The prizes will only be given to the participants registered through our attendance Google form posted in the chat box. Now, without further ado, let us welcome Mr. Jimmy, the Director of eVoyage 2021, who is also the President of Engineering Society and currently a Delta Year student at FET, to give his welcoming remark. Over to you, Mr. Jimmy.
Thank you very much, MCs of the day, Ronald and Junan. A very pleasant morning to Yang Berbahagia, Professor Dato Dr. Mazliha Mohamad Suud, President of Multimedia University, Professor Dr. Wong Eng Kiong, Vice President of Student Experience, Entrepreneurship and Development, SEED, Associate Professor Dr. Fazli Saleh Abbas, Dean of Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Dr. Liu Kiawai, Deputy Dean of FET, Associate Professor Dr. Lim Wei Song, Engineering Society Advisor, Dato Radzi Mansour, President of the Alumni Society, Mr. Albert Quek, Deputy Director, Alumni Engagement, Career and Entrepreneurship Development, FET alumni, and fellow members of the floor. Before I continue my speech, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jimmy Au Yong Jie, and I am the director of this year's virtual e-voyage Return of FETians. Welcome to eVoyage 2021. Joining Engineering Society as collaborators, we have the team from the Faculty of Engineering and Technology, FET, and Center for Alumni, CFA. I would like to thank them for being an immense support to ensure that this eVoyage 2021 was held today. Also, let's not forget our organizing committees and advisors from the Engineering Society, who were more than willing to go through countless meetings, especially during the exam week. Thank you very much, everyone, for your relentless support in this event. Next, I would also like to thank the performers and alumni who came to share their respective talents and experience with us today. Before any further ado, let me introduce eVoyage to those who don't know. Basically, eVoyage is an engineering night, but an engineering day for this case, where students, staff, and alumni of FET get together and share their time together and interact among each other. Therefore, eVoyage is different from an ordinary prom night. It also serves as a platform for students to learn from the alumni, who are also their seniors, about what the outside world is like. Hence, it is reasonable enough to say that this eVoyage is a platform for everyone to connect and share their experience among each other. This year, we have about 100 participants registered under our registration form. So I would like to thank everyone again for being able to make this achievement possible. However, since this is the very first virtual eVoyage 2021, for the first time in history for Engineering Society, let's hope that it will be a successful eVoyage like the previous ones, and everyone will be able to have a good time throughout this event. Nearing to the end of my speech, I would like to thank everyone again for listening and participating to make this eVoyage 2021 possible. Without wasting any more time, I wish everyone the best of luck to win many prizes and gifts. Good luck and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jimmy, for the speech. Now, we would like to invite Associate Professor Dr. Hazlim Saleh Abbas, the Dean of Faculty of Engineering, to step forward to give his opening speech. Over to you.
Okay, thank you, Junren, and Ronald as well. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and very good morning. Yang berbahagia Prof. Datuk Dr. Mazliha Muhammad Suud, President Multimedia University, Prof. Dr. Wong Eng Kiong, Vice President Student Experience and Entrepreneurship Development. Yang berbahagia Datuk Razi Mansor, President of Alumni Society. Our special guest speakers for today's event, Mr. Tiaku Ramalingam, Senior Manager Services and Intelligent Operations Expert, Huawei Technologies Malaysia, Mr. Indra Shaiful Baharudin, Partner The Taylor Senjam Berhad, IR Yong Giswan, Head of Product Development, Daikin R&D Malaysia, Deputy Deans, Lecturers, Organizing Committee Members, Distinguished Guests, alumni, students, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it is an honor for me to be able to address everyone today in this very special event, Faculty of Engineering and Technology Virtual Reunion, or better known as eVoyage. Okay, so for some of us who have been attending the past eVoyage events, this surely brings back memory of friendship, bonding, and networking. So the difference this year is we are having this event virtually. So we are also pleased to have our Honorable President, Prof. Datuk Dr. Mazliham, to officiate this event later. So thank you very much, Prof. Datuk. I would also like to convey my highest gratitude to the Center for Alumni and the Engineering Society of FET for the hard work that they have put in to make sure everything is put in place. Okay, without your hard work and the grace of Allah, we may not be here today. My sincere appreciation also goes to our special guests, Mr. Tiaku, Mr. Indra Shaiful, and Engineer Yong Giswan for spending time with us this morning to share your experiences. Our aim today is not only to reunite our alumni, but we also want to create a platform for networking between the current students and our alumni network. So hopefully the sharing session later by our three speakers will give some great insight or good insight into the working life experience to the current students who are present today. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are today, eVoyage 2021. Okay, I remembered in the past when we held our gatherings in Malacca. For some of you attended, you might remember that some of you drove all the way from Singapore, from KL, from Ipoh. Some did it on a return day trip, okay, just to attend the event. There were also some who couldn't make it due to family or work commitment on a weekend, and some can't make it due to being abroad. So one good point of having this event today virtually is physical distance is no longer a factor. So based on the registration list that I can see, we have alumni joining in from Bangladesh, okay, that's from the Philippines, from Singapore, and other countries as well. Okay, so that goes in line with our theme today, which is Return of FETians. So regardless of where you are now, you can still join the event. Okay, perhaps in the future, we might be considering a hybrid gathering instead, a mixture of physical and virtual mode that will be more engaging and inclusive. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to highlight some key developments at the faculty. Okay, so as we all know, Industry Revolution 4 is currently the technological trend, and as we can't deny that engineers are expected to possess knowledge related to this future trend on top of the core knowledge of mainstream engineering, we see more and more overlap and interdependency between the fields of computer science, IT, and engineering. So what we have done since about 2 years ago was to introduce more courses within our engineering programs, particularly elective courses that are looking into the aspects of artificial intelligence, knowledge systems, additive manufacturing, 5G technology, and try to relate them to the engineering applications. Okay, and in relating them to the engineering applications, of course, building a good relationship with the industry is a necessity. So we are collaborating with many of our industry partners to bring more industry relevant contents into the syllabus. So a few examples of that, the course radio network planning towards 5G. is a partnership with ZTE Malaysia. The cost additive manufacturing, for instance, involve our industry partner Materialize. The cost semiconductor packaging and test involves a close partnership with Infineon Technologies and Berhad. So we are forming more and more partnerships in this nature, and it's welcoming our alumni network to participate, since we always believe that close industry academia partnerships will empower our graduates, will make them more resilient, future ready, and future proof. Talking about industry academia partnerships, one aspect of this sacred bond is industry advancement. So as an academic institution, we are in a better position if we get support from the industry in giving us input as to what contents are relevant for our students. So over the past few years, we have been increasing the number of industry advisors at the faculty, and to date we have close to 20 officially appointed industry advisors for all of our academic programs. And I'm also proud to say today that among the 20 advisors, 6 of them are MMU alumni. I would like to take this opportunity today to thank them. Okay, so Mr. Robbie Pang Welau, Managing Director of Inch IoT Senjian Berhad, Mr. Indra Shaiful Baharudin, a partner with the Taylor Senjian Berhad, IR Gosukin, Senior Mill Engineer Lenga Palm Oil Industries Senjian Berhad, Mr. Laijab, Production Support Manager Infineon Technologies Malaysia, Mr. Tiaku Ramalingam, Senior Manager who is a Service and Intelligent Operations Expert from Huawei Technologies Malaysia, and Mr. Ko Chuan Zen, the CEO of Plus Solar Systems Senjian Berhad. Thank you very much for your contributions and expert advice in all of our engagements before this. So for the audience information, they are also very active in participating in our seminar series at the faculty and at the university level as well. Ladies and gentlemen, this year we very recently signed an agreement with ZTE Malaysia to bring in 5th generation mobile technology or 5G technology with the upgrade of the ZTE MMU Training Center with an indoor 5G base station that will allow the growth of activities, particularly related to 5G technology. So this will support research work, undergraduate and postgraduate projects, and training activities, as well as the development of 5G use cases. So as we know, 5G is one of the enablers for applications related to IoT, machine-to-machine communication, smart home, smart manufacturing, and many more use cases. So we hope that this partnership will create a platform for more use cases, prototyping, testing, and development to happen. So for your information, this 5G lab is one of its kind in Southeast Asia, at least within an academic institution. So we welcome our distinguished alumni for any sort of discussion with regards to any projects related to 5G. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, over the years, apart from the formal and official support from our alumni in the form of industry advisement and engagement, the alumni network has helped us immensely in competition-based activities. Okay, to give you some example, for instance, recently we organized the VEX MMU robotics competition, and despite the alumni busy schedule, they still managed to step in as competition judges and trainers to the participants from schools and polytechnics. And our alumni has also been instrumental in providing support to our current students. Okay, our Shell Eco Marathon team and Robocon team, for instance, have been benefiting a lot from the exchange of knowledge, technical know-hows, and also moral support from the alumni network. So we believe that this bond is crucial to make sure that the current students learn from the experience of the alumni. So we truly believe that more active partnerships in this nature can be formed for future activities. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of the year 2021. Okay, so the last 2 years have been indeed been quite a unique challenge for all of us. Something that I believe most of us will not forget, and most importantly, how we all managed to adapt to the challenging situation. So it just shows how important it is for us, including students now, to always be able to be adaptive, to unlearn and relearn new skills. And as part of the Build Your Own Curriculum initiative that MMU has introduced recently, a sub-element of it is called open electives. Okay, so where students are given the flexibility of taking elective courses from other faculties. Okay, for instance, just an example, if an engineering student wants to undergo a course on marketing from the Faculty of Business, or take up a course on artificial intelligence or big data analysis from Faculty of Information Science and Technology. Okay, so this form of flexibility will give some extra room for our students to shape and build their interests outside of the mainstream engineering courses. We also believe that this will allow more cross-faculty interaction and skill diversification among our students, because we know that when students graduate, okay, so students, when you graduate, interdisciplinary collaborative skills is one of the important skills that you need to acquire. Okay, talking about skills and upskilling, all alumni graduated from bachelor's degree program or master's degree program, you are entitled for discounts if you pursue studies at postgraduate level, of course with terms and conditions apply. So if you're interested, please browse through the list of postgraduate programs that we are currently offering in the MMU website, and not just for engineering, but in other disciplines as well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before I end my address, I would like to take this opportunity to wish everyone here a prosperous and successful year ahead of us. We are just a few weeks going into the year 2022. For the alumni, my staff representing my fellow colleagues, lecturers, supporting staff, as well as current students, we feel very proud to know that you are contributing to the community and the country as well. And for us, you are the ambassadors of MMU and Permata Dunia wherever you go. So most importantly, you are an inspiration to the current students, because in some way or another, you are a reflection of what they will become one day. But of course, we have different challenges ahead of them. Okay, as for this eVoyage 2021, I believe, of course, it won't happen without the hard work and commitment shown by the Engineering Society and the Center for Alumni and all other parties that have helped and assisted to make this event a success today. So last but of course not least, to all MMU alumni, guests, lecturers and students who are gathered here today, let's have fun and let us make this FET Virtual Reunion 2021 event one to remember. Okay, thank you very much. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Thank you, Associate Professor Dr. Fazli, for the speech. Now, let us watch a short video montage of our Multimedia University President.
Di gedung besar ini, izinkan aku tumpang berteduh. Dari hujan dan dari ribut, dari kalut dan dari abu, agar lega dari sapaan jahat, rasa dengki dan niat khianat. Kalau guru itu cikgu, pastikan amalan menjadi tauladan dan kematangan menjadi sanjungan, budi berhubungan menjadi ikutan, tingkah laku harian menjadi turutan. Bulatkan tekad, teruskan mara dalam alpa dan dalam jaga. Biar bergegar tulang pelantar, teguh beraksi, ikut diajar. Majulah cendekia, menangkan nusa, payungkan cita, daulatkan bangsa. Demi amanah kita bersama. Hari ini kita berkumpul bukan secara biasa. Kita dipaksa keluar dari keselesaan dan kebiasaan, bertemu secara maya, melepas rindu di jiwa, meraihkan jaya walau jauh di mata. Tapi percayalah, walau di mana pun anda berada, kita tetap sentiasa akan bersama. I'm also confident that you, on your side, have done your best. Even though this is not easy for you, take this as a challenge. Because every challenge is an opportunity for you to become better. At MMU, we believe in you, and we believe that through this experience, you are the better version of you. So keep up the good work, keep the momentum, keep keep up the strong fighting spirit and continue believing in yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we are honored to have the presence of Yang Berbahagia Professor Datuk Dr. Mazliham Muhammad Sood, the President of MMU, who will be officiating this eVoyage 2021 event. Now, it is our pleasure to invite our beloved President of MMU, Professor Datuk Dr. Mazliham Muhammad Sood, to deliver the officiating speech. Please welcome Professor Datuk.
Thank you, Lim. Thank you very much. And Ronald, right?
Yes, Doctor.
Yeah. Salam sejahtera, Assalamualaikum, and very good morning to all of you. Prof. Dr. Wong Eng Kiong, the Vice President of Students Experience and Entrepreneurship Development. Is Prof. EK? Prof. EK is here? Is Prof. EK here?
Yeah. Morning, Prof.
Morning. Associate Prof. Dr. Fazli Saleh bin Abbas, the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering and Technology. I know that Dr. Razi, the President of Alumni, is here with us today. All the Deputy Deans, the Directors, Dr. Lim Weng Song is here with us. Dr. Albert Quag is also with us. And our special guest today, Mr. Tiaku Ramalingam, the Project Director, Huawei Technologies Malaysia. Mr. Indra Saiful bin Baharudin, the partner of the Taylor Sdn Bhd. IR Yong Gi Swan, Head of Product Development, Daikin R&D Malaysia. The Organizing Committee, the lecturers, distinguished guests, alumni, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to be here today in this special occasion of the Faculty of Engineering and Technology FET Virtual Reunion event, or popularly known as eVoyage. Thank you for the Organizing Committee for inviting me to grace this auspicious event today. Allow me to convey my gratitude to all of you, the alumni, the staff, lecturers of FET, for finding time to be with us today. I would like to thank FET and Center of Alumni and the Engineering Society for organizing this meaningful event. So thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy is one of the co-organizers. You are the director, yeah? Right, Jimmy?
Yes, Prof. I'm the director for this event.
Yeah, thank you, Jimmy, and
Alright.
Engineering Society. My sincere appreciation also goes to our special guest, Mr. Tiaku Ramalingam. Thank you. Mr. Indra Saiful Baharudin, thank you, and IR Yong Gi Swan for being with us this morning and session, which will be held shortly after this. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you all know that because you are here, that this event is significant for the university. It is very important for university to meet with many of the alumni. Today, the alumni from FET, after a long time, seeing all of you present here today, I can't help to feel proud to see the FET alumni becoming leaders in their respective industries and field. In line with the theme today, eVoyage, Return of FETian. This program is an excellent platform for us to reunite and interact among alumni, staff, and students, regardless of our actual location and position. Even though it is virtually held, it always gives us a different experience and excitement when it comes to alumni gathering. Furthermore, this event also serves as an avenue for all of us to catch up with each other and to make new friends and to establish relationships among FET alumni. Being together like this, I have no doubt that many of you would be excited to exchange stories. Of course, considering how MMU is positioned within the scope of Malaysia, it is not surprising that our graduates may cross paths against each other in the industries. What stand out about these stories shared with me is there is a certain warmth and closeness that comes when you find your own people, the other permata dunia, in a new environment. Imagine meeting and dealing with friendly and helpful MMU sibling while working will certainly boost your morale and confidence in your career environment as well as your life. We at MMU are doing our best to stay in touch with our former students. It is crucial to take care of all our students while studying and after graduation. I always stress and mention to the management team that what we should do is to take care of the current students, to make sure that the future students like us, and also to serve the alumni. This is our after-sales service. And I know that some of you may, for example, would like to cooperate with us in so many things. And our door is always open to welcome back all of you to collaborate. In recent projects, we have been working with alumni. For example, the most recent one is when we develop our new admission system. We are working with our alumni from FCI, now running his own business, to develop this new application system for MMU. Because one of the things that I would like to improve is the connectivity, the connection between the university and the community. And for me, the admission, the application process is very important. And for that, we need to modernize the way how we allow students or future students to apply to MMU by modernizing our admission system. So Alhamdulillah, last week we launched a new application system called Smart SIS that will allow the new students to apply with a new experience, with a more conducive environment, and will be more faster for them to do the application. And this was done by our alumni. We have been also working with some of our alumni to produce our advertisement, especially from the FCM and FCA. And I really hope that with all of you in FET, we can also build some new projects that will benefit not only the university, but also the country. Dear respective alumni, you have left your alma mater to contribute your expertise to society. Although you have disconnected yourself physically from the MMU classroom, I believe our bond remains strong, and thus I know many of our alumni would like to know updates and development of MMU from time to time. Just now, Dr. Fazli mentioned about the new Build Your Own curriculum project that we have that will allow students to choose and pick their own subjects. That will allow students to build their own program in MMU. Besides that, we are also now working on developing a new classroom called High Space and High Flex. Yeah, which will allow students to choose whether they want to study online or they want to attend the physical classes. So some of the classes in MMU very soon will give options to students, except for those that require students to be present physically, like such as the all the practical sessions and so on. Some classes may offer this opportunity or option for students to just follow the lesson from their house or from their hostel, for example. And this actually requires some setup at the classroom, and our team will develop these classes. Next year, we will have some of these classes ready, and throughout 2022 and 2023, we hope to equip as many as possible classroom with this concept of high flex and high space. And I hope that with this, we can accommodate the different preference of our students in terms of following the lesson. Beside that, we are also redefining the DNA of what we call the aura of the Permata Dunia, or Prof. EK is now working very hard to establish a lot of new exciting programs that will allow students to be shaped into becoming a Permata Dunia. Because my challenge to Prof. EK is to make sure that the students, upon graduating from MMU, people will be able to recognize them, that they are the graduates of MMU. And Prof. EK is also working on a few more projects with the objective to make students happy. And maybe Prof. EK will share later during his time. Beside this, you know that the university has experienced some challenges. Our population actually dropped from around 18,000 to around 12,000 right now. And we are also facing some challenges in the ranking. You may see that some in the recent years, our ranking is either stagnant or we are losing some position. So the team is now working to make sure that we will regain back the position in ranking, and also to try to uplift the university towards becoming one of the top universities in the world. And for this, we need a lot of help from all of you. You know, to build a character, for example, to make sure that our students are well equipped with the competency needed by the industry, or the future skill needed by the industry. We need input from all of you, from the industries and from the entrepreneurs, to make sure that the content of the program that we offer are relevant, to make sure that the research that we are conducting in MMU is relevant to the future needs, and eventually we'll be able to produce quality research, and we hope to regain back our good rank in the future. So you know, we really need your help to make sure that we'll be able to achieve all these things. And people like you, now the champion the industry, with a lot of experience in and you can see the future in the industry, that can help us to make sure that whatever we do here is relevant to what is your expectation. Beside that, we have also some notable achievement by the students in the Faculty of Engineering and Technology in this year. In April 2021, for example, our FET student Ng Kian Pin, Tan Ju Liang, Liao Jun Huan, and Liu Zi Yi, and other team members won the first runner-up for Prototype Vehicle Design Award in Shell Eco Marathon Asia. They are the only team in Malaysia to win an award in this competition, and I was made to understand that part of the success of this competition, the SEMA team was also contributed to the continuous technical and moral support given by FET alumni who were involved in this project before. Thank you so much for your support. Recently, our alumni, the alumni of FET, Associate Professor IRTS Dr. Chan Yi Kit was awarded Top Research Scientist Malaysia 2021. And currently, Dr. Chan is also the Deputy Dean, Research, Innovation, Commercialization and Entrepreneurship at the FET. I was informed that Dr. Chan is an outstanding researcher in the field of remote sensing, in particular microwave remote sensing, and he is focusing on advanced radar sensor development, which include imaging radar such as synthetic aperture radar that can be used for environmental monitoring. Another remarkable achievement by FET is academic researcher Professor Dr. So Chi Ping, who was ranked among the top 2% of scientists in the world for 2021 by Stanford University in October 2021, leaving his mark internationally and making the nation proud. So, research is in basic and applied heat and fluid flow, mainly within mechanical engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, as we step into the month of December, it means that we come to the last month of the year 2021. It has indeed been a remarkable year for MMU despite the challenging times due to the COVID-19 pandemic. MMU has managed to remain strong, upholding its position as one of the leading university in Malaysia. And obviously, the pandemic has not stood the way for MMU to continue receiving numerous achievement and recognition from private and public university, locally and globally. As I mentioned, we are now in the process to re-strategize our plan, and I'm confident that we'll be able to achieve more recognitions and with the implementation of our strategic plan called MMU Plus U, which we have initiated since late 2020. This MMU Plus U is to continuously drive universities' excellence and financial sustainability. MMU Plus U is crafted to focus on 5 key areas, which are the population and popularity. We want to be more closer to the community, make sure that the community love MMU. We want to improve universities' reputation by upgrading the publication output and getting involved in more international collaboration with other partners in the world. Then we have the sustainability to make sure that financially the university is sustainable. And the last item in MMU Plus U is us, the community of MMU, the current students, former students, and also the staff and lecturers of MMU that will have to work together and try to achieve all the objectives set by MMU Plus U. With this plan in pipeline, I hope more success will be achieved, inshallah, which we will only be able to accomplish this by working together, supporting and helping each other. Ladies and gentlemen, before I end, I would like to take this opportunity to wish everyone a very happy, peaceful and successful year, both in your personal and professional lives. I'm proud to see your influence in contributing to the development of our country particularly in the area of your expertise, upholding good morals and act as an inspiration to the society. Do come back and help us. I wish that this reunion, for the virtual reunion, the success in organizing it does not just come from the high commitment and effort shown by the organizing committee, but it also involves effort by all parties to realize this event. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude for our commendable support, for your commendable support and generous contribution to the alma mater. Last but not least, to all MMU alumni, guests, lecturers who are gathered here today, let us all make this FET Virtual Reunion 2021 event a memorable one. With Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, I hereby officiate the FET Virtual Reunion 2021. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And have a very good day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Mazli Ham, for his speech. It is our great pleasure to inform you that during this reunion, we will have performances by students, sharing by alumni speakers, and nostalgia quiz to reminisce good old times.
Now, to signify the launch of this event, let's watch a short video montage of the past e-voyage. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to extend our heartiest congratulations to Yang Berbahagia Professor Datuk Dr. Mazliham Muhammad Suun for officiating this event. Yang Berbahagia Professor Datuk, we would like to continue this event today. And if you have time, I hope you can stay and join us until the end. Thank you.
Apa khabar pemata dunia? Greetings from MMU. Multimedia University takes pride in your achievement. We always want to know your latest updates. We welcome pemata dunia to share your ideas and insights. MMU and you can always work continuously as a team. Together we can soar higher. Good luck for more successes. Stay connected with MMU. Visit alumni website at alumni.mmu.edu.my or Facebook page and Instagram Permata Dunia. MMU is you.
We will first have a nostalgia quiz through the quizzes platform. Please join the quiz through the link provided in the chat box. As a reminder, please use your real name as registered in a Google form during the quiz. Otherwise, you'll be disqualified. The prizes will only given to the participant registered through the attendance Google form.
We hope that more audience can participate in this quiz because we will pick top 10 winners after this quiz, and we will announce the winners at the end of this event. So yeah, please feel free to join this quiz. Try to reminisce back all the old memories you had back in MMU years ago. So yeah, and all the best.
Make sure to try your best in this quiz as there's a lot of exciting prizes for awaits you.
Currently, we have 39 participants. Can we get one more? Anyone else want to join? Okay. So we will wait a while longer.
We will wait a few more minutes before starting this quiz. So kindly please join. And please use your real name. Thank you.
So I guess there's no more participants. So yeah, I think we shall begin the quiz in the count of 3. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your participation in the quiz. I hope all guests had a wonderful time reminiscing MMU. We will finalize and announce the 10 winners at the end of this eVoyage event, so please stay tuned. And I think that we have already reached the maximum capacity of this Google Meet room, and sorry for the inconvenience caused. So if you or your friends or other alumni would like to join this eVoyage 2021 event, please feel free to join through the Facebook or YouTube Live. The links are provided in the chat box. Thank you. So now, for the first talent showcase, we will have a singing session which will be performed by Wong Shun Wei, a robotic engineering student who will be singing a song titled Flashlight, followed by a musical instrument session by Ranisha, also a robotic engineering student, who will be using a traditional musical instrument called Veena, for all the audience to enjoy the delightful performance by both of them.
When tomorrow comes, I'll be on my own, feeling frightened of the things that I don't know. When tomorrow comes, tomorrow comes, tomorrow comes. And though the road is long, I look up to the sky, and in the dark I'm found, lost hope that I won't fly. And I sing alone, I sing alone, I sing alone. I got all I need when I got you, and I look around me, see a sweet light. I'm stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. Kickstart my heart when you shine it in my eyes. Can't lie, it's a sweet life. I'm stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. 'Cause you're my flashlight. You're my flashlight. You're my flashlight. I see the shadow long beneath the mountain top. I'm not afraid when the rain won't stop. 'Cause you light the way, you light the way, you light the way. I got all I need when I got you, and I look around me to see a sweet light. I'm stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. Kickstart my heart when you shine it in my eyes. Can't lie, it's a sweet life. I'm stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. You're my flashlight. You're my flashlight, light, light. You're my flash. I got all I need when I got you, and I look around me, see a sweet light. I'm stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. Can't stop my heart when you shine it in my eyes. Can't lie, it's a sweet life. I'm stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. 'Cause you're my flashlight. 'Cause you're my flashlight. You're my flashlight. You're my flashlight. You're my flashlight. You're my flashlight.
We would like to thank the performers for presenting an exciting session for all of us. Now, let us proceed to the next session, Success Story 1, which is a sharing by our alumni, Mr. Tiaku Ramalingam, who is graduate with the Bachelor of Engineering Electronics, majoring in Telecommunication in 2004 in MMU. He is currently the Project Director of Huawei Technologies Malaysia. Let us him a warm welcome to Mr. Tiaku Ramalingam for his experience sharing. Over to you, Mr. Tiaku.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Mr.
You guys can
Tiago.
hear me?
Yes, can hear.
Yes.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Tiago.
Good morning, sir. How are you? So I have a short presentation to share. So can you guys see the slides?
Yes.
Mr. Tiago.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we can.
first of all, very good morning to distinguished hosts, panel, guests, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank the entire MMU team for this opportunity. So I'll give a little bit of sharing about myself in this session. So about myself, well, it's nothing great. So I graduated from MMU very, very long time back. That was in 2004. So after 10 years of working, I pursued my MBA. And now I am completing my PhD. Hopefully I can graduate next year. As far as my professional experience, so you can see here, my first job was as a process engineer at Seagate RSS, located in Penang. Then I have been in the telco industry for the last 17 years, right? So I have took on various roles, as you can see here. So typically, people always ask me these questions, especially fresh graduates and students from MMU. Why do I want to work in telco industry, right? So I've listed some of my take on this. Actually, some of you, I think, probably would have joined the industrial talk and heard my pitch before. So anyway, this is my take based on my experience, right? In telco industry, things are always happening, okay? So as you can see, the world is being challenged by the COVID pandemic, right? So, and uh, 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 typically we are talking about digital transformation, which is being spearheaded by the telco industry. So that's why I'm saying that the telco is always things in telco is always changing and things are always happening. And it's an industry where things are indispensable. So if I ask the question, whether can you live without your mobile phone or your computer, it's almost impossible now, right? Especially now everybody is working from home, right? Next, I would say it is also a resume booster. So working in telecom industry is very challenging. So once you have that experience in your resume, definitely is going to give some weight to your resume. Personally, I think it's a fun culture. Okay, so telecom companies tend to attract good talents. So you have good pool of people. Uh, from those days, especially in Huawei, they always hire people from MMU, right? One of the key reasons. Telcom is a very close social network, okay, and we do not have too many vendors or operators, so we tend to see each other very often, right? So this is one of the reason I always encourage fresh graduate to pursue their career in telco industry. My university life in MMU, in a nutshell, I would summarize it was short and sweet. I was an average student, right? So nothing great, but the entire journey in MMU actually was instrumental with what I've achieved in the past 17 years in the industry.
Mr. Tiago, are you there, Mr. Tiago? I think we have lost you.
Maybe just wait a moment, he'll be reconnecting soon.
School in Kulim Kedah, Sekolah Menengah Teknik Kulim. I had offers from other universities like University Technology Petronas, UTP, and UTM. But for some reason, I was adamant to enroll into MMU and start my journey. So as I said before, I was an average student. I did fairly well in subjects that of interest to me, and that would probably the reason why I only managed to get 2 Dean's Award, right, in the course of 4 years. So you can see Dr. Wong's name is one of the Dean's Award there. There are many exciting things that I can share during my time at MMU, but these few events would be the highlight. First is winning the first prize in the hardware project competition organized by MMU IEM, right? So this was back in 2002. I think that was their first competition held by MMU IEM. Second, I think I was very lucky to receive an offer to do my industrial training with the paid allowance of 25 ringgit per day at Agilent Technologies Malaysia. And believe me, it was a big money back then. And many of my friends were very jealous knowing that I got this offer. So I finished my industrial training successfully. Then another highlight, I would say, I completed my final year project, which was titled Programmer Remote Temperature Controller. It was a working prototype, and I got an A+, right? So the reason I'm sharing all these highlights is not to brag about it, because I think it's just normal. But I would like to take this opportunity to thank the university and the lecturers for giving me these opportunities, to build my confidence before I could step out of the university, right? So finally, to everybody's surprise, I graduated as planned. I did not have any repeat papers. Unfortunately, I could not even attend the graduation ceremony in Malacca because I started working 3 days after my final exam, and I'm still working. So my advice, don't do that. Fresh graduates, take a break before you start your career. So because it will be very exhausting, right? So this is my career in a summary. Okay. So the first point I put here is preparing the CV and resume. The reason being, I was guided by one of the lecturers in MMU to prepare my CV. Okay, which most part of it I'm still using at the moment, right? I'm sorry I cannot recall the name of the lecturer, but she was also the one who helped me to prepare for the first job interview. That was during the final exam week, right? After my first job, eventually I settled down in the telco industry and slowly climbed the corporate ladder. Okay, so now I'm planning to reach my financial independence and plan on my retirement soon. So my current job scope, actually, I don't want to bore you with the technical details, right? So you can check out my LinkedIn profile. My apologies, I don't have any Facebook, Insta, or whatnot. Okay, so I tend to make it very official here. So these are some of the highlights of my career. So I did not put too many of it. So one of the key things that I always value is customer or client recognition, which played a big part in my career and is always exciting to me, right? So these are some of the appreciation letters that I received for my contribution, right? For example, the first one on the left is from the CEO of Progressive Cellular in Brunei, and the other one is the CTO of Excel Axiata in Indonesia. So we are actually having our breakfast there with the CTO and the other team members. So these were very recent events where Celcom was awarded the Glotel Automation Initiative of the Year award. This is a very renowned award in the industry, and it was presented to the CNO of Celcom. Then I was also awarded the Future Star Award, and also my career. Basically, MMU gave me the confidence to face the outside world. Experience during my degree actually allowed me to choose my career path, and eventually I realized that the ability to learn is the fundamental to grow in your life, right? So through that experience, I'm a changed person, okay? Thanks to my 4 years of experience in MMU. I did better in my subsequent postgraduate studies because finally I realized the importance to learn and not just attend classes to avoid being barred, right? So I have huge respect to the education community. So that's one reason I want to participate in this event. And I'm very passionate to share my experience as well as to continue to learn every day. So lastly, I try not to miss any opportunity to talk, especially to any MMU related events. Okay. So I would like to end my talk here with the following quote: finding your passion is the key.
Very interesting sharing. Now, let us proceed to the first lucky draw of the day. So, the first winner for this lucky draw is Ho Wei Hao. Congratulations on winning a Xiaomi digital body scale. Now, the second winner goes to Chu Hui Hui. Congratulations on winning a Howlow smartwatch.
Now, I would like to invite Mr. Lion Feng, the director of EcoGuard, to show us what he had prepared for his EcoGuard showcase. Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, EcoGuard is a vertical garden project involving a group of students from Engineering Society. Over to you, Mr. Lai. Mr. Lai?
Yes, I'm actually waiting for MU Studio to actually share the slide, present the slide for me. MU Studio got the slide, right? Okay, so upon waiting for the slide, so I will just give a brief introduction about myself. So, good morning, everyone, to all my seniors, lecturers, and all my VIP guests, and my beloved Engineering Society committees. So, my name is Lion Feng. For information, I will be the director of this EcoGuard project, and also I was the previous president for Engineering Society for term 1920 and 2021. So, yeah, we'll just wait for MU Studio, or I should just present for my side. Okay, all right. I think upon waiting, I will just share the slide from my side lah. Sorry for waiting. Sorry for just give me a moment. I'll share my slide. It's not showing. All right, so can all of you see my slide?
Yes.
Okay, So I will just start with the presentation. So for my presentation today, it will be regarding my EcoCard project, which is under our engineering society, and also we were sponsored by the My Starfish Foundation and also our MMU marketing team, also known as the Smart Division. So let us meet our team. So I will be the director for this project, and my assistant director will be Kong Kei Chong. And here we have our committee: Jimmy Ao Yong Jie, Lo Yu Hao. Continue with Zen Ong Li Hui, Yu Xin Jie, Kung Man Kit, Lin Junren, Desmond Lai, and also To Chun Jia. So this is the video. I'm not sure if you guys can see very clearly, or I will just try to play. If the video is kind of lagging, then okay. Okay, so that's all for the video. Hold up. Okay, so let us start with what is actually EcoGuard. So this idea, EcoGuard idea, was actually brought back by our seniors, thanks to Mr. Ng Kian Ping for bringing back this idea when his first visit to the De La Salle University back in the December 2018. Back in the November 2018 to the De La Salle DLS, so-called as DLSU in Philippines. For your information, the DLSU are also known as one of the greenest university in Philippines. So they actually brought back this vertical garden idea into here and implement in our MMU campus. So as what you can see from here, this is our EcoCard V1. It actually consists of 288 bottles from here, from 96 bottle of plants. Sorry for the typo over here. And for the piping system, we are actually using the PVC pipes connected to a timer to actually water the plants twice a day during the morning and the evening session, so that we no need to go back every day just to check on water the plants. And for your information, our compost is actually made out of food waste. So what is our purpose of building this EcoGuard? First of all, is to transfer the knowledge of developing vertical garden to the students and citizens. Secondly, is to raise the awareness of Malacca citizens about the importance of going green. The project is in line with our Malacca slogan, Malacca Berwibawa, Pintar, Hijau, dan Bersih. Thirdly, is to save more spaces in terms of its vertical arrangement, or we can also call it as a space efficient. And lastly, is to encourage the practice of 5R instead of the ordinary 3R, which are reuse, reduce, recycle, repurpose, and also refuse. So how does this EcoGuard made out of? Because this EcoGuard project, we are currently working on a project to collaborate with the 7 schools in Malacca. From what we can find so far, we're actually planning of getting 10, but so far we on our hands we have 7 schools. So what we actually prepared for the school is that a frame with a signboard. So later on, I will show you guys what is the design, and we will sponsor them the piping system also, including with a water tank and a water timer. Further on, we will need the school themselves to actually prepare the water bottles from us. Whereas for the plants and soil, we actually switch our plan to sponsor them because we want to standardize the type of plants for every school, so that when further on we will actually organize a so-called competition among all the schools to compete with to ask them to compete among themselves to compare about their designs based on their own idea and creativity on the students. So here comes for the modification. So for modification wise, it will be a very simple steps. Basically, just to make the holes on the water bottles, as what you can see from the first slide, as what I showed just now. Basically, to make the holes to connect all the bottles together from top to the bottom and connect the pipes to each other. Basically, is that we need to make the holes on the PVC pipe so that the water can drip down on to each of the bottle from top to the bottom. And it applies the same technique to the water bottles. So lastly, you will be inserting the plants into the water bottles. And for the installation part, first of all, you need to actually get a vendor to actually do a frame for us so that we can actually ask them to install the frame on the respective secondary schools. Then, secondly, we will actually bring along the items, which are our piping system, the PVC pipes, and some of our tools to drill the holes and the water bottles. We will bring along to the schools and install them on the frame itself. And we will just, in our plans, we will just install a row for them to refer as a reference, so that the students can actually try their hands on by themselves, by actually make the holes and connect the bottles and insert the plants by themselves. For the further modification. And lastly, we will after the students have finished their project, which is the installing all the bottles and the plants onto the frame, we will actually bring along the water tank to their place. The uses of this water tank is actually to collect the water residue from the rainwater, so that when you reach up to a level, the water tank will automatically water the plants by itself. So here comes our project timeline. So as what I mentioned just now, back in November 2018, our seniors paid their first visit to the DSR University in Philippines, so-called as DLSU, and they managed to get this idea of vertical garden from there. So they implemented in our own MMU campus. So during the February 2019, we have our discussion with our club advisor, Dr. Lim Wee Song, for the further discussion on this project. During March 2019, we started our bottles collection, frame installation, and also plants purchasing. So as what you can see from the pictures over here, this is what our seniors did to install the water bottles and the PVC pipes onto the frame one by one, which we need to start it from the top to the bottom. Because our watering system is actually separated into two, one at the top and one at the bottom. So whenever there is not enough water pressure to water the top part of the plants, we will actually switch off the bottom part so that the water have enough pressure to go up to the top, and the water will drip down from the top to the bottom. So here comes during April 2019, we finished our first EcoGuard B1. Back in January 2020, we started our modification and some of our maintenance, because we actually faced some of the problem, which is the water leaking issue and the water timer. When we try to install the water timer, but we solved the problem during the January 2020. So this is during our MCO period back in April 2020. One of our committee, which is Zen Ong Lui Hui, managed to make his version of home EcoGuard at his own house during this pandemic. Continue, back in June 2021, we actually participated ourselves in this project for happiness held by this My Starfish Foundation. And the picture over here is actually the final judging session of our committee, Jimmy Au, presented by our committee, Jimmy Au, and with the judges from the Project for Happiness. So immediately after the Project for Happiness, this competition, we managed to get a total funding of 500 each school to build this EcoGuard setup. During July 2021, we approached our MMU Smart Division, also known as the Marketing Division, for collaboration and also sponsorship. So for their part, they actually help us a lot, thanks to the Smart Division, for helping us in approaching the secondary schools so that we managed to have progress for this project. So during August 2021, we started our first team expansion from members of 4 to 10 members. During September 2021, after we managed to get this confirmation and contacts from the Smart Division, which we will say a green light from them, then we proceed in approaching the secondary schools. So this is one of the pictures that we have taken with the secondary schools teachers, which is in Gajah Berang, SMK Gajah Berang. So during October 2021, we have finalized our design for this eco guide. So this hand-drawn eco guide design was actually drawn by my assistant director, Kong Kei Chong. Thanks to him for designing this, because due to our budget constraint and for the space efficient purpose, we actually merged our signboard together with the frame so that it will save more space from here. During October 2021, we have our procurement for the raw materials so that we can do some maintenance for our EcoGuard V1 and also to test on some of the new types of plants for the secondary schools. So for the confirmation of list of school, I just put 5 here, but for your information, we managed to get 7 schools, more than what I shown over here. So for our planning for 2022, we will be planning on our EcoGuard V2. But other than that, this is our idea of this water tank system to collect the rainwater so that after it collects all the rainwater by itself and reach up to a level, it will auto release the water to water the EcoGuard plants by itself. So what are the project benefits? Okay, so for this part, I will separate it into 3 aspects, which is social aspect, environmental aspect, and also economic aspect. So for social aspect wise, it will be mainly help in our psychological and health. So what does this mean? So basically by constantly seeing and being around with these plants, I will help people to be more calm and relaxed, thus decreasing the level of anxiety, increase the attentiveness and memory. So it will help us a lot in our relaxation. And other than that, for the environmental aspect, it will help us to reduce the surrounding heat and improve the overall air quality. For economic wise, this is the part regarding our water tank system, which will help a lot in the rainwater management. So what are our target beneficiaries? So our target beneficiary will be students, the lecturers, staff, and most importantly, the public. So what are our expected outcome? So we still stick to our originally plan of expected outcome, which we will continue to get a 10 school set up in Malacca. So for now, in our hands, we have 7 schools. So for each EcoGuard setup will serve to be a reference model, vertical plantation for the community, an image to promote the green recycling, an alternative economical income generator, a recreational facility in school, and also a project to promote STEM education. So creativity of students being enhanced as the wall can be made in many ways of decoration with the uses of plants. So for this part, students can use their own creativity to create a logo or a pattern by themselves by using the plants that we provided to them. So for your information, we'll be providing a few types of plants. So for our hands, we have planned to give them 5 types of plants for each school. So the students and the lecturers can have a better connection. This is very true by where actually thanks to our Dr. Lim Wei Song for actually helping us throughout this project since the beginning. So basically from here, we managed to get a better connection between one another and know each other better. And lastly is to allow for the creation of social ties and build a stronger feeling of community. Mainly in improving our mental health and promote the relaxation. So I guess that's all from me. Feel free to contact us. So below here will be our official Insta page for the EcoGuide and also the MMU Engineering Society, the Insta page of MMU Engineering Society. So I guess that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Lion Feng, for the insightful sharing session on EcoGuard. Now, we will have a short break. At the same time, we will be showing a video from the Yayasan University Multimedia.
Once, I had a dream where life was as I imagined. No storm to forecast. For a moment, I could feel free like everyone else. But then, reality hits you hard and you realize life is not that fair after all. Some of us are unlucky, having to face the loss of a loved one, falling into the pit of financial abyss, or struggle to feel competent. As you're left wondering on your own, a help comes along to lift you up. A help that makes you a better person, an opportunist, a help that becomes your beacon of hope.
Being an alumni means you owe a debt of gratitude towards the institutions that prepared you, that produced you, and eventually you have to give it back.
Think of how you could possibly come back and look at how you could also improve MMU in general. You know, you're the voice, sign up with YUM and tell them, give them the feedback.
YUM is a noble initiative to assist students to obtain and to complete their tertiary education at MMU. In a way, alumni do support this noble initiative, and that is my personal encouragement.
I would like to encourage all our MMU alumni who are successful there. You can come back and contribute to this Yayasan Multimedia University so that this money can be channeled to the students who needs the financial support.
Even with the Yayasan on board, more opportunities are being created, which is always a great thing. Let's urge not just the alumni, even the coming graduates to together support YUM. Yeah, people from FCM would know how to position these kind of things and making it a very strong viable cause.
To all graduates Permata Dunia of MMU, I hope that all of you will be an active alumni and support our alma mater, doesn't matter in terms of monetary or in kind, and please give back to our beloved MMU via Yayasan University Multimedia because it has taught us to be who we are today. Cheers.
For the next sharing session, please welcome our alumni, Professional Technologies Indra Shaiful Baharudin, who graduated from Bachelor of Engineering Mechanical in 2005. He is currently a partner in the Taylor Sendirian Berhad. Let's give a warm welcome to Professional Technologies Indra Shaiful Baharudin for his experience sharing. Over to you, Professional Technologies Indra.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ronald Bryan. Hi, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all, especially if you're still there. Yang berbahagia Datuk Professor Datuk Dr. Mazliham Muhammad Suud, the President and CEO of MMU, Deputy Deans, Program Coordinators, lecturers, fellow alumni, and fellow students. My name is Indra Shaiful. You can call me Shaiful. I'm an MMU alumni, studied mechanical engineering between 2001 to 2006 in FET. At the moment, as mentioned before, I'm the partner at the Taylor Sendirian Berhad. This company is actually a byproduct of my PhD research. It's an outfit that's specializing on the transformation of SME companies in Malaysia. And since 2018, we have saved, sustained, and grow 25 local and international companies to make them relevant to their industries. As the partner of the organization, I'm in charge of reaching out to the companies requiring help and oversee and execute the change management programs undertaken by these companies. The question I always get is, what has it got to do with engineering? Isn't it? This is where I always emphasize that when you learn engineering in the university, it's not only the knowledge of designing components using CAD or manufacturing using CNC machines that you gain in the university. A large part of the technology transfer or the knowledge transfer from the lecturers to the students are the ability to have a robust mindset, to be analytical, to be able to diagnose any situation, and to be able to run your DOE, design of experiment, in your daily life with grit and determination. Ladies and gentlemen, the mission is for you to prepare for the challenging world out there, be it in engineering or any other field. And in MMU and FET and its lecturers, personally, I feel has done an excellent job in transforming me into the position where I am today, and I'm able to contribute back to the knowledge, society, and the nation. Just to share a little bit on my early days, immediately after I left MMU, I've had 4 job offers as a fresh graduate and have excelled in most of my interviews. Like many MMU graduates, we are able to speak good English, we have a good and strong technical background, and we have and able to display willingness to learn and adapt. This allows us to take the first step, get into the right job, and in a good company. This is what MMU gives you. And that led me to have experiences in the industry, multiple industries. For example, semiconductor manufacturing with Texas Instruments and Freescale Semiconductor. I've had experiences in green technology with Norisba Energy Corporation. I have experiences in oil and gas project management with Chiyoda Malaysia, and all within the 15 years that I left MMU. And all that I have to thank for are the lecturers, the staffs, the friends that I get throughout my MMU days. And to relive one of these moments when I was in MMU, it was the first trimester. I'll just share with you one incident. In the first trimester, being in mechanical engineering, I was totally caught off guard that one of the subjects was actually C programming. To put into context, back in 2001, we were still playing the game Snake on our Nokia 3310. It was monochrome, no colors. Most of us were still lacking in IT and computer technologies. I remember clearly my lecturer back then. He was just a mister back then, but now he's an associate professor. He's very good in badminton though. He was a great lecturer actually, but I was a poor student, a poor C programming student, as you say. He is very soft spoken. He looks like someone you can push to get the grades where you wanted. Unfortunately, he failed me twice. Once in the final and the other one in the supplementary exam after you failed the final. So I went to see him. I was very upset with him. I went to see him, beg him, and despite my convincing effort, I did not pass, or he still did not want to pass me. However, he took time, explained to me nicely the reason when and why he failed me, and make me understand the importance of me to get the fundamentals of it. It wasn't until I reached MATLAB and programming for control system that I truly appreciate him for making sure I get my foundations right before taking on the real thing. I can't thank him enough. And I think he is here today with us. He is your Director of International Relations Unit, Associate Professor Dr. Lim Wei Sung. He is what MMU embodies. And there are many like him, many others like him in MMU, breathing and living MMU within the organization. They are prepared and they will prepare you for the real things in life. There is a saying, do things that people don't want to do today, and you will be the person that you want to be, that everyone wants to be in the future. And that is what MMU has done for me, and I hope MMU will have the same impact to everyone, especially the ones watching today. Thank you.
Thank you, Professional Technologist Indra Saiful Baharudin, for his fascinating sharing. Now, let us proceed to the second lucky draw of the day. The first winner of this lucky draw is Alice Leong. Congratulations on winning a Logitech G102 mouse. The second winner is Yo Tianzhen. Congratulations on winning a Halo smartwatch.
We have with us today the Deputy Director of Alumni Engagement, Career and Entrepreneurship Development Department, ACE, Mr. Albert Quek. He will share with us on ways to collaborate with the department. We are pleased to invite Mr. Albert Quek. Over to you, Mr. Albert.
Okay, hi everyone. Let me share my screen for a while. Okay, can you all see the slide?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Albert. I'm the Deputy Director for ACE. ACE, it's called the Alumni Engagement, Career and Entrepreneurship Development Center. So today I'll be sharing some of the highlights and update and how to all the Permata Dunia out there, how you guys can actually come back and collaborate with us. Okay, first of all, we would like to extend this invitation to all the founders, the current Permata Dunia that are owners, business owners, entrepreneurs, to join our as part of our Founders Club. So what are the benefits of joining this Founder Club? So let me tell a bit. So for this, we are gathering all the business owners and also entrepreneurs to come together so that we can basically have opportunity to collaborate in terms of doing mentorship, giving back to your fellow juniors, guiding them on how to be successful entrepreneurs, coming up with innovative ideas, experiment with your fellow juniors as well. So we basically hope you guys would be interested to join our MMU Founders Club. So if you are interested, you can actually scan the QR code over here. So next, we are planning to have this Kedai Permata Dunia. So I believe that all of you over here is actually Permata Dunia for MMU. So in the near future, we will have this e-directory for you all to know who you are and whatnot, and also to have a e-membership card so that we can actually get discounts, special discounts and benefits for any MMU staff. Okay, and also not just that, we plan also to set up a chamber of commerce where we get all of the Permata Dunia to come together, you know, to network and to collaborate further. So next, if you are a current business owner and you have your own product, so how we can further collaborate is where we are encouraging you to come in, to bring your product to come in, so that we can collaborate and we will explore this thing called the Sandbox initiative, whereby we basically collaborate with business owners, like for example, Vesbo. Okay, he's one of our Permata Junior, where he basically, the product itself, he basically sells porridge, a very high quality porridge, whereby we use this to be part of our Sandbox initiative in our business subject, where we get students to become dropshipper to help them to actually do marketing over this particular product. And here, our students will be able to expose to, you know, how to actually sell a product, how to market a product, and how to, you know, get to take on the first step to become entrepreneurs. So this is the current initiative that we have, and we welcome you to join. So apart from that, if you are currently a business owner as well, looking to expand your business, and you always think that MMU students, the future graduates, has that potential, we also wanted to invite you to join our new Career Connect website, whereby this is basically our MMU career portal, where we encourage employers to come in to register as employer and also to post in your job vacancy. Here, we have plenty of students, graduating students that are ready to get a job. So this will be the first access to our MMU students as well. So all business owners, alumni, you're welcome to join as well. And last but not least, I want to take this initiative to explain what is this industry handshake program that currently we have. We have did a pilot. The whole idea is basically, if you have a business problem, if you have a business idea that you want to work on it, however, you are limited by your resources and basically technical implementation resources, what you can do is you can collaborate with us, with the ACE team, and we will bring you into a suitable faculty, like for example, engineering, with a particular lecturer on a particular subject, whereby your problem will be turned into a classroom assessment, for example, assignments or projects. So your problem will be solved by the student itself in the classroom. So the reason behind that is where we want our students to experience what is the real problem of the industry. So to get them to be ready, so that they are able to work to elevate the experience of learning, to prepare themselves well, so that they are able to land themselves into an internship, perhaps with your company, to get employment from your company, or to become an entrepreneurs themselves. So therefore, I conclude my sharing to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Albert Craig, for the updates. Now, I would like to update Mr. Tan Jun Liang, the Team Manager of MMU Grunwald, and Mr. Liu Jun Quan, Body Shell Division Leader of MMU Grunwald, to occupy this session for the third showcase regarding on the Shell Eco Marathon Asia at SEMA. Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, Grunwald is a team consisting of a group of students in MMU Malacca, participating in the competition of Shell Eco Marathon Asia conducted yearly. Over to you, Mr. Tan and Mr. Liu.
Okay, thank you very much, MC. So let me share my screen first.
Okay, is it okay? Is it my screen is presenting already?
Yes, Isaac.
Yeah, all right. So, hi, fellow audience. My name is Tan Jun Liang. A very good afternoon to all of you. So, my name is Tan Jun Liang, and you can call me Isaac. So, basically, I'm a final year student majoring in mechanical engineering, and I'm currently the team manager of MME Grunwald. So, yeah, here is my partner, Mr. Liao. Can you actually introduce yourself, Mr. Liao?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Isaac. Basically, my name is Liao Junquan. You can call me William. So me, myself, same as Isaac, I'm actually a final year student in my degree in mechanical engineering. So I'm also one of the divisional leaders, which is the Shell divisions for MMU Grunwald. So I think without further ado, Isaac, I think we should start our session as soon as possible.
Yep.
So I think the first question by most of our audience is that what is actually Grunwald and what does SEMA stands for?
Yeah, so basically I did prepare a slide for that. So let me introduce to it. So Grünwald is actually a German word. It means green world. And our team objective is to create a better world by minimizing the fuel usage. So, and our team actually represented Malaysia and Multimedia University for the participation of Shell Eco Marathon since year 2011. So for information, Shell Eco Marathon is actually a platform for us to, we create a car here. So basically we just compete with it, and our vehicle category, right, is under battery electric prototype since 2014. Yeah, so a little bit more about our team itself is that we have 5 divisions total, whereby they are actually chassis and shell, which is actually the skeleton and body of the vehicle itself. Transmission and steering are actually the power input source and the direction guiding respectively of the vehicle. And lastly is the electronic division, whereby it's incorporated with our transmission division to actually control our power input and output. Yep. So basically, this is just a short introduction to it. Yep. William?
Yeah. So I think quite very interesting. So I think because I think basically the event itself is also involving our alumni, right? So is there any involvement of our alumni in this event?
Yeah, talking about the involvement of alumni, I would say it will be a lot, because since our team is actually built since 2011, right? As you can see from the top left corner itself, it's actually our seniors and our advisors with the first, our team very first vehicle, Eco-V, in the year of 2011 in KL Sepang. So basically, that's the initiations of our team itself. So followed by each and every year, we did participated these competitions in the countries, Asian countries all over the world itself. So basically, until what you can see from here, there are actually a lot of involvement from our seniors until the year of 2018. So followed by just a little sneak peek of the achievement in the year of 2019, whereby I was just a first year student there, and I see I'm really impressed by all these seniors, their passions in building this vehicle itself. And one of them are actually here today, Mr. Cham Dao Jie. Yeah, respect to you. And my fellow seniors here also in this picture. I mean, I was really grateful by the time I was just a first year at, this vehicle really impressed me and increased my passion itself. So that time we actually won the 6th in Asia ranking and 1st in Malaysia with the additional achievement of Circular Economy Award. So Eco-V 6, yeah, that's the legacy of it. And of course, we did continue our legacy in Eco-V 7, 2020 and 2021. And some of the seniors are also here actually today, Miss Yongpang Jia Sing and our previous team manager, Mr. Ng Kian Bin. So basically, thanks to this alumni, we did achieve something too in the Grunwald 2021, whereby this year we actually achieved the Vehicle Design Award category in the Asia, and we are the runner-up for that. So we are continuing the legacy, and let's stay tuned for the achievement of SEMA 2022. Yeah, and we are actually progressing currently. Yep. So
yeah, I think from the list itself also I can see it as actually very, very seniors.
Yeah.
Like very senior type of seniors, like for example, Miss Alice is also with us right now.
Yeah.
Shout to our very seniors lah. All right. So I think, as per mentioned also in the previous SEMA, everything is whole physically. So, but unfortunately, because of the pandemic, a lot of things are being affected. So I think a lot of people here will be wondering, how does SEMA being organized, especially during this kind of period?
Yeah, so basically it's much different between the previous year, whereby all those, inspections, for instance, a safety inspection, all we will just did on the venue itself, like the on-track venue itself. But currently in SEMA 2021, which is known as Shao Eco Marathon Asia 2021 and 2022, basically they converted all the events to be virtual type. So basically, like inspection, as you can see from here, is all towards virtual side already. And we have a lot of exciting activities whereby I will show in the next slide itself. So basically, the organizer itself is actually very responsible and take care of all those SOP. Okay, so that means they are actually converting stuff to be virtual, and next year perhaps they will change to hybrid mode, whereby they have mini events and of course a virtual competition too. So speaking of those virtual competitions in SEMA 2021, which will help at the starting of this year 2021, basically we participated in a lot of challenges like Future Future Safety Award, Bonus Challenges, and of course one of them is the vehicle design in the virtual mode. So basically we won the runner-up for that, and we are on all those famous articles here like the Stars and the Newsweek Times. So yeah, we also did created some of the video itself to actually show, this is the bonus challenge event to actually brainstorm ideas to be implemented in our future mobilities. That's why it's known as Road to 2050 Future Mobility. And for the Groomwell in SEMA 2022, whereby we actually created these videos recently for this future rider event, whereby we had to implement and brainstorm all those ideas to be applied on those 80s famous vehicle itself. So yeah, we did perform something else for this team, and we are currently proceeding with the upcoming events shortly. Yeah, next week. So yeah, a little bit more sneak peek for the seniors and alumni here, which are not so clear on what types of vehicle we're actually creating. And this is just a short video by us last time during our safety inspection for our vehicle. So basically, just a little sneak peek of our vehicle. Let me fast forward a bit. Yes, we did ensure that our driver is actually wearing a driver's suit on the on-track competition itself. That means during the driving session itself, the driver should have to wear the racing suit. Okay, and of course, we also have to be very, obeying all the vehicle dimensions so that we don't over-design our vehicle. Okay, and then furthermore, we also have those seat belts, and of course, some safety features of the vehicle so that we can ensure driver safety. And we also have some, of course, the brake system, because it actually operates like a common normal car. That's it. And then we also carry out all the tests like the brake test on the incline plan. And lastly is this exciting test whereby all the seniors, Groomwell seniors will know that. That means the safety, the driver had to escape, within 10 seconds from the vehicle itself. Okay, so that in case of any accident, they will just, safely escape. Yeah, so basically, in short, this is actually a vehicle whereby you can drive, just that the difference is that it is actually driven by one driver only. It's not like many. So yeah, that's what we did do in the Groomwell, and thanks for the fellow alumni and senior who were in the team with us before. That's why we can continue the legacy of the team. Yeah, William, back to you.
Yeah, sure. So I think we are going to finish our session soon. So is there any videos or any intro being made by the team to sum out the things that's been happening throughout this whole journey of them, of their experience, of their interest in this Groomwell team?
Yeah, I think this one I shall pass to MU Studio. Yeah, let's play the video. I did prepare something.
The implementations of academic knowledge on related subjects such as additive manufacturing is becoming a habit, since the vehicle fabrication process always involves activities like 3D printing, which is closely associated with the concept of IR 4.0. My soft skill, incorporated with the knowledge acquired from the subject like manufacturing and operations, have ensured the team to have proper operations with efficient brainstorming session and get synced with the companies, especially during the sponsorship interviews. Hence, our roles as team managers have allowed us to be diversified into various aspects besides focusing on academic related knowledge and skills.
The learned knowledge throughout the undergraduate program has been frequently applied in real-life engineering situations. For instance, the concept of utilizing the carbon fiber reinforced polymer in most of the vehicle parts is implemented based on the knowledge acquired from strength of materials, leading us to find the material with high strength to weight ratio. Besides, the essence from subjects like fluid dynamics is also captured and applied with biomimetic concept, leading to Shark's aerodynamic vehicle shell with a low drag coefficient.
The importance of utilizing modern engineering tools, especially the professional CAD software, is discovered via gained experiences. Autodesk Inventor, AutoCAD, or ANSYS with the incorporation of stress analysis and simulation function have assisted us in analyzing the reliability of the vehicle parts like the chassis. The application of this professional software also fastened our progress in completing the vehicle parts via the generation of G-codes to achieve computer-aided manufacturing.
I've been provided with various hands-on opportunities on campus upon completing the fabrication of EcoV7. These fabrication activities allows me to apply the knowledge I acquired from mechanical engineering-based subjects such as workshop technology, which provided me with a head start in understanding the functions of common hand tools and machines. Various DIY fabrication processes have encouraged me to be more creative and innovative in improving these processes according to the given situation or assigned raw material.
When I joined MMU Greenwell, I've gained a lot of knowledge about utilizing software such as KiCad and also Eagle in order to complete my schematic diagram for the further purpose of the designing of the PCB. I've also managed to incorporate many knowledge that I've learned in subjects that I've learned in my academics such as microcontroller and microprocessor subject into this designing of the schematic diagram. And this would be a really useful skill for me in the future.
And MMU Greenwell, being a legacy team, has brought a lot of remarkable achievements for our beloved country. Back in 2019, we were ranked as number 6 in Asia and 1st in Malaysia. In the same year as well, we were being announced as the winner for Off-Track Award known as the Circular Economy Award. After that, in 2021, due to this COVID pandemic situation, everything was held virtually, but yet, MMU Greenwell was still being announced as the runner-up for Vehicle Design Award Prototype category.
Good to have you with us. Can you please reveal who our winners are?
Hi, Norman. It's great to be here. So, our runner-up team really convinced the judges with their well-thought-through hybrid design that optimized their development time. The runner-up of this year's Asia Pacific and Middle East Vehicle Design Award for Prototype Vehicles is MMU Grunewald from the Multimedia University, Malacca. Amazing work, MMU Grunewald. Congratulations once again.
All thanks to MMU FET and Shell for such an amazing opportunity to fellow FET students.
All this would not happen without the MMU FET lecturers, dedications and supports. Thank you so much to the faculty, university and Shell for such a fantastic opportunity.
All thanks to MMU FET for nurturing us as future engineers with modern tools which are frequently implemented on such a professional platform organized by Shell.
I want to thank MMU FET for encouraging the students to participate in such a fantastic competition organized by Shell.
All thanks to MMU FET and also Shell for this amazing opportunity for all the FET students.
And with all this real-life engineering hands-on work exposure, I am very confident that this will prepare myself for my future career path. Thank you FET and thank you Shell for giving us this opportunity to take part in this wonderful competition known as Shell Eco Marathon. Thank you.
We are clearing all the doubts by the audience.
Yeah, and I really hope that the audience enjoyed the video.
Yeah.
And I think I'll pass this to Isaac to finish up our session.
Yeah, so thank you very much, fellow audience, to listening to us and paying attention for our sessions. And we, in one day in the future, we hope that we can meet all of you here, in the physical e-voyage. So that's all for today and have a nice day. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tan Jun Liang and Mr. Liao Jun Chuan for this interesting sharing on SEMA. Let us proceed to the next session, Success Story 3, which is a sharing by our alumni, Insinyur Yonggi Swan, who graduated with Bachelor of Engineering Mechanical in 2006. He is currently the Head of Product Development of Daikin Research and Development Malaysia. Let's give a warm welcome to Insinyur Yonggi Swan for his experience sharing. Over to you, Insinyur Yong.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ronald. Okay, so let me share the slide. Okay, give me one moment. Okay, so can you see my slide?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so let's begin. The positive thinking and the positive actions equal to success. This is always my inspiration notes for myself. In order to always have a positive when I'm facing the problems or the issues. Hello, everyone. A very good afternoon to the Associate Professor, Dr. Fasli, the Dean, the FET, and also the Dr. Liu, the Deputy Dean's Student Experience and Alumni, and also the Jimmy Ao, the Presidents and the Engineering Societies, and also all the alumni. Okay, nice to meet you over here. So I'm the engineer Yonggi Swan and graduated in the year 2006 from MMU FET Bachelor Degree of Mechanical. So actually after graduated from the MMU, actually I joined the Daikin, the world #1 air conditioning company as a head of the product development. Now I'm in charge for the residential aircon, commercial aircon, air purifier units, air heat recovery and ventilation units, and last but not least is a fan coil units. And this fan coil units proud to present that this fan coil units actually also is participates in the Tengah projects, the Singapore first eco-smart energy town. Let's see how the CNA News report on this product.
More than 20,000 flats in Singapore's upcoming estate will be able to achieve energy savings of up to 30% thanks to a new centralized cooling system. It's the first for a large-scale residential development in Singapore.
Cutting-edge centralized cooling system. Instead of chemical refrigerants, it uses chilled water. These flow from rooftop tanks to lower floors, along pipes into aircon units to bring down temperatures. SP Group says it aims to install the system for 22,000 households across Tengah Estate over the next 10 years.
For future Tengah residents, it allows users to monitor their utilities consumption and even control their centralized cooling usage with a tab like this.
The exhibits also give a sneak peek at other smart energy plans such as this EcoGod that tracks power use for each HDB block, as well as future electric vehicle charging stations.
Yeah, so this is our product from my teams. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit on my career path. So in the 2006, I joined the Daikin as a testing engineer. So the role of the testing engineers actually is to do the validations for the performance and also the reliabilities of our air conditionings before we mass productions and sell to the end consumer. So through these testing journeys, actually I also have the opportunity to do the design for the facility as well. So in the 2013, I've been promoted as a head of the testing and leads around more than the 60 members, engineers, and also the technicians, okay, in my testing team. So in the 2016, I get my professional engineers from the board of the Engineers Malaysia. In the 2017, so I get the approved signatory under the ISO 17025, the standard Malaysia. I like this slogan very much. Tested by the Malaysians, recognized by the world, which is mean that all the testing, all our test report is tested by us and the worldwide recognize our test report and also our testings. We are so proud of this, we can achieve on this. So in the 2019, then I've been promoted as a head of the product development. So with this, then my role is getting bigger because I need to overview, okay, from the discussion with the marketings, okay, up to the mass productions of the units as well. So this year, so I'm able to get the Asian Chartered Professionals Engineers from the AACPECC. So the next, actually, I would like to pursue my APEX and also the International Professionals Engineers. So this is something, but still is some the journeys, okay, in my Daikins. So I'm getting the Daikin Malaysia Recognitions Award in the 2019. This is with all my team's members. So our product, we also get the Good Design Award 2020 is from the Majlis Reka Bentuk Malaysia, MRM. And this is the strategy design agency under the Ministry of the International Trade and the Ministry. So with the slogan, we say, designed by the young Daikin Malaysians engineers for the Malaysia. This all is our design engineers, Malaysians. So this year, I also able to get my Daikin Global Operations Division GM Awards in the 2021. So a lot of people ask me, hey, Yong, anything to share or not in your career goal? So I do the reflections. Actually, I do the reflections. Then actually, I found that actually in my career goal can be divided to the 3 stages. So for the first stage, when I'm the engineers, I did a lot of the executions. Engineers actually did a lot of the executions. So beside the technical knowledge, beside the academics, so actually I also apply a lot of these 7 habits. Actually today I would like to share all this with you all. So this 7 habit, for the first habit, which is the proactive, because we can't wait the opportunity come to us. Actually, we need to grab the opportunity. So today I also saw the Jimmy, actually he take the opportunity, he take the initiative, he take his own efforts in order to become a president of the Engineering Society. I think this is a very good move and it's a proactive because I do believe you will gain a lot of the experience of this end in mind. What does it mean? Well, it means that actually when you want to conduct one thing, actually you need to know what is your goal. Actually, you need to know what is your objective. Then only you know how to do a plans on this. So sometimes when I interview, because I'm also the hiring managers, sometimes I interview. So what is your goal? Sometimes they can't answer. Okay? So what is their goal? So that's why I propose, okay, all the so-called all the futures, okay, will be graduates. Actually, you should begin with the end in mind, so that you know what is your goal you want to achieve. So what is the third? So the third is put the first thing out. So which is mean what? Which is mean that actually because when you do the executions, there's a lot of the things you need to execute. So that's why the urgent and also the importance metrics will be coming in. So the urgence and also the importance, definitely we need to do first. Then the less urgent but the importance, then we will do the planning so that we can plan accordingly in order we can execute all the important things, but it's a less urgent. So what is a fourth? The fourth is always a thing, the win-win. I found that this is very, very important, especially when you graduate from the MMU, when you go to the actual world. Because I got the example. Okay, example like I'm the design engineers. Then we also will be work together with the production engineers. Actually, each of the type of the engineers will have a different, the objective and also the different goal. Example, like the production engineer, their goal is what? Their goal need to keep high productivity. Am I right? High productivity. But as a design engineer, actually, I would like to implement my design features in my product. But sometimes when I design it, then will be, let's say the design is not so good, then will be delayed the productivity. So that's why sometimes the production engineer is not agree arguments over there. So that's why the win-win is very important. So that's why the fifth habit is coming in. We need to, we need to seek first to understand. We need to understand why they reject, why they are not agree. So that from there, then we go back and reflect. Then we try to maybe amend in order we can achieve the win-win situations. Then the number 6 is a synergy. Definitely because one person definitely we can't achieve. We work as a team in order the final product can be coming out. So this is synergy. Because we do believe that 1 equal to 1. But 1 plus 1, we do believe that is always more than 2. So last but not least is number 7 is always sharpen the saw. Okay, because during the execution, definitely you will find a lot of the maybe the weaknesses. You will find that sometimes this one I cannot achieve. Why? Because maybe I lack some of the skill over there. So that's why after the finish the project, post-mortems, then post-mortem we know what is our weaknesses. Then we continue to sharpen the saw. So once the first stage you complete, then after the few years, then you have the opportunity to promote, to become a manager. But a lot of people, I saw one scenario, when they promote to become a manager, because actually their past actually is engineers, they did a lot of the executions. So that's why this manager always execute, but he forgot his main role actually need to do the management. So end up is what kind of situations? Manager is very busy, but the engineer is very free over there. So that's why the manager didn't, perform his task, and the engineers feel that actually there's no challenge. No challenge, then they start to seek for the other jobs. So that's why when we promote to the managers in the second stage, then we need to manage well our people. We call the people management. I like this slogan very much. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. I always use these inspirations notes to guide me as a manager. Once from the managers, then you will continue to promote, become a top management. So from the top management, okay, so then beside the people management, then the strategy planning is over here. So today we can see that our Professor Dr. Masliham, so the president of the MMU, actually is talking about the strategy planning in order to increase the MMU rankings over there. So there's all the strategy planning is there. Just like where we play the chess game. So all the move, actually there is a reason over there. Why? Because eventually you want to checkmate your opponent. So that's why how you move them, or how you move, each move, definitely there's a reason, because the strategy, because you want to create the situations in order eventually your soldier and the enemy can be attacked your opponents over there. Finally, you checkmate. So the strategy planning is there in order to create the situations. So beside the academic, beside from my career, actually I do have a wonderful moment in the MMU FET. Really, thank you very much. Put an example like the RoboFax competitions in the 2003 at the Mid Valley. So I really appreciate this kind of the activity. I found that if possible, I want to encourage more members to join this kind of curriculums. Why? Because actually these RoboFax competitions, when you do a preparations, is something like a small skill in the company. Why? So example, when we receive this task, then our senior or our mentor will be guiding us, will be brief us what is the rule of the games and what is our goal we want to achieve. Just like when you enter to the company as well, same thing. The mentor and the senior also will be guiding you. So when we start to do the design, okay, of the robots, then we will start found that how to do why like this we can't. So that's why we consult our seniors and also our mentors. Then the mentor and the senior also then will start to guiding us. Then only we realize that all the theory, what we learned from the books, then now we know that this is how the theory apply in our robots. Example like the dynamic in all statics, example like the PCB, like the programmings, okay? All these things maybe we just do somehow to say the theory and some tutorials over there. But you have a chance to apply all this knowledge in the robots. So once finished already, then sometimes when we design, we also have some different opinions over there. So that's why as a leader, then you also need to manage, you need to harmonize the different opinions in order all the opinions will become one decisions and one goal and one directions. Then after we finish design already, then we will start about to talk about the strategy how to win the opponents. Then the strategy planning is there. So that's why I found that with this small so-called the local facts competitions actually apply just now. I mentioned the 3 stages over there. So over here, actually, I found that the develop a sense of the achievement actually is for me. Then over here, when I prepare this slide, then I go and search my old photos. Then I found that this is during my FYP project together with my teammates over here. Actually, I'm the proactive person. Okay, I always would like to take the opportunity. I want to grab the opportunity. So I always will propose, I want to become a leader of this, the groups. Why? Because do believe to me, actually, never there's a one time will be past one, definitely. So that's why we need to keep practice, keep joining, keep experiencing. Then from there, then only you can learn. Only you can improve your experience, then only you can make right decisions. So from there, then actually I propose myself as a leader, then we work together with my teams. So with this, then also can be built my leadership skill. So last but not least, actually I would like to give a very huge thank you to the MMU and also the FET because prepare us for better versions of ourselves. Thank you. Thank you. I pass back to the MC. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Yong Gishuan, for your interesting sharing. Now, let us proceed to the third lucky draw of the day. For the first winner of this lucky draw is Miss Lim Siting. Congratulations. For the second winner is Yo Jun Tren. Congratulations on winning a Halo smartwatch.
Now it's time to announce the 10 winners of the Nostalgia Quiz. The top 3 winners are Mr. Po Kiao Wang, Mr. Matthew Teng, and Ms. Teh Hui Ling. Congratulations for winning ZioEye AI Portable Bluetooth Mini Speaker. Following up with 2 winners, Mr. Ng Kian Pin and Mr. Sajid Abdullah. Congratulations for winning SanDisk flash drive. Another 2 winners, Dr. Lim Elaine and Dr. Bei Xiao Lim. Congratulations for winning Xiaomi Mi Power Bank. And lastly, we have 3 winners, Dr. Ng Pok Kiat, Mr. James Sean, and Ms. Teng Wei Wei. Congratulations for winning Realme Sonic Electric Toothbrush. For the winners, please be patient as we will be contacting all of you either through email or WhatsApp after this event ends.
The e-Voyage event is approaching to an end. Before we end the event, we have a special message from the Chancellor of Multimedia University, Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Datuk Sri Zaki Tun Azmi. Let us hear a recording of his word of wisdom for the alumni and all of us here.
Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera to all those present at this gathering today. Actually, I had wanted to talk to you directly, albeit on the virtually, so that we are able to exchange some views. Since I became a chancellor of MMU, I had always wanted the alumni to participate more actively in the activities of the MMU. I had attempted to ask the alumni department of MMU to gather and collect emails and contact addresses of the alumni of MMU so that we could communicate with you all, the alumni, from time to time to keep you informed of what's going on with the university, your old alma mater, and perhaps to also listen, or more so, to also listen to what you have to suggest to improve the university. Otherwise, those university syok sendiri lah, saya orang kata. So I'm taking this opportunity of the gathering of the alumni of your department this morning to speak to you, to address you as alumni of MMU. If we can get together, the alumni can get together, I expect there's a lot of benefits that you alumni will obtain from communicating with each other. For example, you can sell your products through this website of the alumni or something like that. Or, for example, as I say, I need a business administrator. Then I can put on the website to say I'm a company in Kuala Lumpur looking for somebody who's experienced in business administrator, blah 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 blah, and we want to employ you. And of course, you have an opportunity to be employed. Alternatively, you may be running a company and welcome internships from students who are from MMU. Then you can invite them to work with you for 2 months or 3 months to get some experience. So there is a mutual respect, mutual exchange of ideas, mutual benefits to be shared amongst the alumni. I've requested the new president, Professor Datuk Mazli Ham, to put up something, and I think he's working with Dr. Chong, who is now heading the alumni department, to work something to improve our website, to make alumni want to go to the website. We have, I think, a magazine that I can't remember the name of the magazine that is published on the website that will tell stories of what's going on. These are electronic magazines. So those are the things, and we want to do, and hopefully we can do it. And to the alumni, I invite you, please look at the website from time to time. The other one, as important also, is may I request you all to connect the other alumni who are not with us, who are not aware of what's going on, can each of you look for 10 alumni, give us their email address so that we can communicate with them, and you yourself invite them to participate in our activities. I've been to Cambridge. I've read about Harvard. I've been to Singapore, Nanyang, and the program and the activities for the alumni is fantastic, very good. And they send messages, they send hello every year, every Christmas, and Hari Raya to say hello to everybody. So these are the things that we must do. And I think we also have a radio station going on streaming. We are going to stream music. We are going to stream interviews of alumni, interviews TV as well as radio for those who are interested to speak, to say hello to their friends and things like that. So, my dear alumni of the MMU, please connect yourself. Please communicate. If you have anybody who feels that they want to communicate with me, they are most welcome to do so. I don't hide my number. I don't hide my email address. You can always ask somebody, and then they will know. Everybody there knows my email address. Perhaps I can give my phone number individually, but my email address is Azmi Zaki, AZMIZAKI @yahoo.com, all small letters. So if you want to give ideas, get in touch with Dr. Chong, get in touch with the VC. Or you have some complaints about the VC, come to me. I hope not. I'm very sure not. I'm very sure we have a very, very good and active VC now, He was from a private sector, so his mind is also like a corporate man. And with that, I think we will progress more. Last week, I went to see Tun Siti Hasma recording music for our launching of the orchestra, which we're going to launch, I think, next week or next month or something. And we are setting up the orchestra where students are participating. And alumni, if you have any people amongst you who are good advanced musicians, you may want to contribute your services to us. Contribution does not mean only money. Contribution can be form of service or help and ideas. All those are all contribution to us. So I had to end my short conversation with you this morning. But don't worry, inshallah, we meet again. But any of you see me outside, please come and say hello to me. Introduce yourself, come and say to me. I'm very, very happy to meet you all. So with that, thank you very much for allowing me to say a few words to you. I regret, again, I'm not able to exchange ideas. Normally, I invite those participating to say a few words or to express their ideas to us. But I'm sure with this gathering, Dr. Chong will be there, and most probably Professor Mazliham will, perhaps, I don't know whether he'll be there or not. So even if they are not there, you can always email to us your ideas, your complaints, that you may have about MMU for the benefit and for improvement. With that, Assalamu alaikum and salam sejahtera to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you for the special message, Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Datuk Sri Zaki Tun Azmi. It is indeed a very inspiring speech, and we hope all who are present here today could benefit from the wisdom shared by our beloved Chancellor. Now, before we come to an end of this event, let's watch a short video montage. The audience here to open their camera. Thank you. Please don't feel shy to turn on your webcam. Let's preserve this memory. So we will wait for some time till the audience turn on their webcams. Okay, all right. I think we shall take the photo now. So the photo will be taken in 3, 2, 1. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Finally, we have come to the end for this eVoyage event. Once again, I would like to thank all alumni and staff for attending this event. It's been our pleasure to be able to hold this event, and I wish you all a pleasant day ahead. Thank you. For the audience, especially the alumni, who would like to stay in the Google Meet for a while longer and have a chit chat, please do let us know. Thank you.